Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of That's All Funny. Episode number what are we at? 729. How are we doing? We're feeling fine. Ooh, oh yeah. No, what am I on day 2, right? Of ketamine? No. Am I gonna count it again? No, it's all right. I was kind of freaking out yesterday because I felt like, all these feelings come on to me in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. No, but no, I made it, and I'm taking some more and trying to relax. And I sold a pencil sharpener that I had, dude. I remember buying this pencil sharpener probably 2 years ago, and I've just had it sitting here, and it's sold online. And I was like, "Oh, cool! I sold my pencil sharpener." Literally, just had it like here on the side of the room for forever. So, grace be to the Almighty Lord Baphomet, or whatever god you're into, the or the Hindu god, or yeah, which one's the one true god? I'm trying to remember. I think it's the Hindu god, if I'm not mistaken. The Hindu god is the one true god, but again, that's open to interpretation, of course. But let's check out the new. Oh fuck! I can't see myself. Like, I'm lost. Somebody help me, dude. My shit is like, okay. Wait. There we go. All right, I can see myself again. I don't know why that started booting up. Let's check out the news. Where's my? There we go. From drama alert: 38-pound rescue cat got stuck in shoe rack while trying to escape fat camp. If you're just listening, I got a picture here of this really fat cat that they had at fat camp, and he was trying to escape and he got stuck. Poor little dude. He looks delicious. He looks so full of prime meat. I want to eat it. I want to fricassee it. Is that what is fricassee anyway? Like, I remember hearing that in the cartoons. When you fricassee something, is it like frying and then cooking it, or I don't know. I don't know what fricasseeing is, but no, this cat, I mean, he I don't know why, if you're fat, you're trying to escape fat camp. How do you know where you're at? Like, you're being punished for being fat, and this is some sort of place where they're trying to help you lose weight, and then to use the energy to like escape. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. It's fake news. It's fake news. No, I don't know. It's pretty. Uh, it's pretty funny. Poor cat. I'm not really a cat person though, but I'll try anything once. I meant eating, not sexually, but not that that was any better, I guess, right? Uh Next year on the news, Fox News, family of Blackfeet chief face oh my god. Family of Blackfeet chief face of NFL Redskins for 48 years wants his image back in the NFL. I know this was like a real touchy subject when the Chiefs changed themselves to, like, what did they change themselves to? Like the pointers, or the arrow pointers, or something. The little ender on your mouse clicker right here. The little mouse clickers. No, I don't know what they call themselves now. The bullets. That's even more terrible name. But yeah, I know. Like, I think if you looked at the polls, they were saying like a bunch of Indians want that chief back on the team. Like, they were proud to be part of the Washington Redskins, and for them to change the name when people were supposedly upset about it for racism, right? But it wasn't really Indians, it was more like the whites projecting themselves or whatever. Yeah, it was like, dude, we were we liked being the face of the Redskins. Like, there wasn't anything, we were proud of it, you know what I mean? And I get that. Like, I'm Mexican, and anytime I see like a lazy man statue or a pinto bean with a sombrero, I'm like, that's pretty funny. Like, I'm not, I don't hate on it. Like, oh, that's my culture. Why are you misappropriating it? I think it's funny. I like my culture being used in any sort of way, whether it's like Speedy Gonzalez, where they say it's like insulting, but at the same time we find it proud. You know what I mean? Like, we're proud of it. and I feel like this is a good example of the Indians with their culture being proud of it being used in that way, whether it's by the white man or the Fed or whatever person you might think it is. Um, but yeah, cool. Bring the Indian back. That's what I say. You Indian givers, yeah, okay. Indian. Ah, I miss that. I miss when you could sit Indian style. Now it's apparently it's crisscross applesauce when you sit down and you cross your legs, but that used to be Indian style. You remember? Like in the day, I remember when we used to sit Indian style and all around each other and play duck duck goose or whatever. Those were the days when men were men, right? Yeah, sure. when we didn't when men didn't have anxiety, we just had to deal with it. Good days. I miss those days. Where when it was just heartburn when we take Zantac and it was even worse. Next year on the news, from Pop Base, the Harris campaign released a statement full of Taylor Swift references after Trump declares he hates her. So on I guess since Taylor Swift is all pro Kamala or Kamala or however you want to leg drop that chameleon, right? Or that Indian. Here we're talking about Indians, right? But not that Indians, different Indians, brother. Um, Donald Trump tweeted out, or he tweeted out on. I don't know if this was on. I think this was on Truth Social that he tweeted out. I hate Taylor Swift, and that's because Taylor Swift is so pro Democrat. She's pro Kamala. What? She's pro chameleon, and everyone was like talking shit to him, joking around. It's like, okay, come on, like whatever. And then here's Kamala Harris's campaign team saying, Mr. Not at all fine has spent this week working through his feelings, whining about his champagne problems, and spending exactly none of his time addressing the issues facing the American people. So they're trying to take, okay, I get it. They're being clever with their Taylor Swift references and talking shit about Donald Trump when he says he hates Taylor Swift, which, I mean, he's allowed to have any opinions. I don't hate Taylor Swift. Like I think her music now is like mid, because I do like pop music, but it's very mid. At least she writes it. That's all I could say. At least she still writes her own music, which goes to say it still does sound mid. It's not. I don't think she deserves the stadiums that she fills up. But in the case of her campaigning, you have to understand that like there are a lot of musicians that are campaigning for Trump too. So for him to like say this about Taylor Swift is like the pot calling the kettle black because he has like Kid Rock, he has I don't know, Hulk Hogan. He has musicians campaigning for him too. So like I say all's fair in this kind of war. But what's not funny or all funny, I don't know however you want to twist that because of the show. Finally here on the news, and this happened today. No, I'm sorry, yesterday because this is gonna come out today. As we're recording this a day early. Breaking: Ryan Roth has been identified as the suspected shooter who attempted to assassinate Donald Trump. Ryan's apparent X page is filled with pro-Democrat and anti-Trump posts. So, yeah, apparently, Trump was golfing at a golf course in Florida. I think his golf course, and shots were shot from a weapon of sorts, right? One that shoots bullets. And yeah, they caught the shooter, and it was Trump getting shot at again, another assassination attempt. And I was like, man, again, Jesus Christ, like but they didn't get him. And it's like crazy. I don't know, like the way these work, it's like, is this like my mind is thinking, is this something that the Democrats did or something that the Republicans did, and this is like a false flag to get away from the other like ideas. And like you start thinking, well, who's in charge of this and who is planting this? Because yeah, Trump got his ass handed to him in the debate. He needs something to turn this around. Oh, I know, let's do another attempt. But this time it's them planning it instead of the other people planning it. So it's I don't know. It's got my mind all rabbit holing in a can of worms. And all I know is I'm glad Trump is safe. I mean, even Kamala's tweeting out, violence is not good in America, even though that's all America is violence. And what can you do? That's like what America is violence. Like we act before we say anything. And I don't know what to think about this. The Secret Service is like, I don't know if they did their job this time because there's barely any new. There's breaking news about it happening, but there's really not the details yet. At least as far as like, okay, they caught the dude. He's real anti-Trump and pro-Democrat, but I mean, that's everyone. Everyone hates Trump. You know what I mean? Everybody hates Trump. Yeah. Um, but we'll see what happens. This is a developing story. It's crazy that he's already been attempted at twice within, I don't know, the span of however long, a month or two, and he's just like he's like a fucking what is he, like a gnome? Like he could take a couple of shots and keep on moving. But I don't care. I'm not gonna vote. I don't care about voting. Anyone can vote however they want. It's just try to be less violent. Try to think about what the other person is going through before you do something or say something. And all I know is, try to keep your happy face on and just remember that everything's funny. That's all funny, guys. I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. Civil Anywhere podcast. That's all funny. Podcast with what Gabe called That's All Kayfabe. We're talking about wrestling. Just search That's All Kayfabe. I got a show with the wonderful Mint Salad called Tits and Areolas where we talk about a movie we watch, play a little game. It's fun, goes off the rails. She's hot. I'm a piece of shit. It works out, right? Check it out. Tits and Areolas with Mint Salad, anywhere podcasts are available. If you want to watch the show on YouTube, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@LorenzoAreola. You can see all those shows there that we put out. And this, every day. That's all funny. Every day. That's all kayfabe. Every Mondays. Tits and Areolas every Tuesdays. Check them out. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your husbands. Tell your wives. It's getting all funny up in here. You can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at Lorenzo Areola. I sell prints, T-shirts, stickers, items like that. If you want to help support the site, there's the donation links there. If you want to help the podcast out, the patreon.com/Lorenzo Areola for early stuff. I want to thank the wonderful Retro Horror Inc. for doing all the art for the show. Check them out at Retro Horror Inc. on Twitter and Instagram for commissioning some great art. Again, thank you all for listening to the show. Thank you, my Patreon members, for helping out with the support. Like, subscribe, share, listen. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye.